But now on to you, Patricia. How are you doing, Patricia?
I'm fine, thank you. Are you?
Yes, I'm very well. Thanks very much for joining us. So you are a senior product manager at BCS. What exactly does that involve?
So my role isn't technical. I'm not part of the IT at all. My role is about looking at qualifications and making sure that we've got the right qualifications for these future roles that we've been talking about this morning. So making sure that we've got qualifications that will help people to upskill in these sort of green areas.
Right, okay. And is that linked in with so green IT standards for apprenticeships have been introduced by the government. Is that something that obviously that has a big impact on your work. What can you tell us about that? What does it actually mean?
Yeah, of course. So the government have said that the digital standards that are available for apprenticeships, things like data analysis, things like software developer, have been classed now as green apprenticeships, so green skills. So what we're needing to do is to support people to understand what that actually means in practice, because there's a kind of misconception, I suppose, that green skills would be simply, I don't know, working on the land, working in areas where you can see that it actually relates to kind of, growing things or whatever. Whereas actually we need to show people what digital skills means in terms of green skills. And so in that sense, we're looking at helping people to understand that maybe a data analyst would be working at an organisation, I don't know, the WWF, to help analyse where the animals are that are endangered, etc., that type of thing. Or it could be that they work as a data analyst at a retail organisation and they use their data skills to show where the waste is for that particular organisation, where they're buying too much. And actually, there's a lot that then has to go into the bin. And actually, if we can reduce that, that in itself is helpful to the environment. So these green skills, these green jobs from an IT perspective are not just about the kind of doing, it's also about how it supports those that are trying to reduce their emissions.
Yeah. So when people are kind of making their decisions to what kind of apprenticeships to do and what kind of world to go into, I mean, it sounds like so many skills are transferable and can be applied to green projects. Which way round should people think of it? Should people be thinking, I want to work in green, what's the best thing for me to do? Or should people just be thinking, I want to develop some skills and I can apply them to green technology later? Does that make sense?
It does make sense, and it's a difficult one. What I would be saying as kind of careers advice for anybody is think about the skills that you've got. Think about what you're good at. So if you are, quite logical and analytical, then a data analyst is a great role. If you've then a passion for reducing emissions, climate change, all that sort of stuff, how can those skills apply in those types of um, apply to help and support reduce emissions? If you are kind of creative and really great at sort of wordsmith, telling a story, maybe that digital marketer type role. And again, it could be using your marketing skills to do things digitally, reducing paper, reducing collateral in that way. Or it could be working how your story, how your marketing is told, that works for an organisation that's reducing climate change so that people buy the products that have less waste or have less emissions. So it's about thinking about the skills that you've got and how you can apply those to those different industries.
And where can people watching at home go to kind of find out more about green IT standards and about the kind of apprenticeships that are available?
Yeah, of course. So on our website, bcs.org, there is a list of apprenticeship standards. And on those apprenticeship standards, they're all, anything that's digital has been classed as green. Take a look at them. There's obviously a chat function on the website. So if you've got any questions, you can ask them through to our teams and they'll be able to support.